All right, last one. Would you rather be a deep sea diver
What does that mean?
or an astronaut? Real question. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Vanessa. This is Randy, and this is our Marvelous Life. We're going to start off by talking about some marvelous moments that happened in our week. You want to go first?
No.
All right, cool. I will go first. Some marvelous moments that happened in this week, or about me. I was thinking about it, so like, should I talk about this? Should I not talk about this? But I'm gonna do it anyway. Don't worry, it's gonna be fine. It's gym talk. Nobody likes to hear that, but I wanted to talk about it. So it was sometime this week. I don't know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere around there, probably Tuesday. And I'm sitting in the gym and I had to do a lat pull down. And for those of you that are not familiar, it's where you have the bar up and you pull down, and it's for your lats. Not your boobs, your lats. Anyhow, I haven't been in the gym in a really long time. And as I was sitting there, I was looking at the weight and I'm like, it's a machine, so the weight's stacked. And it's in this big stack, so you have to pull the plug, and it's a cable machine, and you get to lift it different weight. So I put it on the very first one, which is like 10 pounds. I'm like, I'm gonna be super weak. I'm not gonna be able to lift it. I lifted it once. I was like, oh, cool, I can lift it. It's like let's get a little risky. Dropped it down, put the plug in 50, pulled it. I was able to lift it, and I'm like, kept doing that. I got all the way to 100 pounds. And I grabbed it and I lifted it, and it felt great. And I felt like I was like Superman. As soon as he gets his powers and he's gonna like lift off, and my whole body filled with like adrenaline, and it felt awesome. I was really excited about it. Yeah. You don't care?
Good job.
Like, hello?
I was giving you a high five.
That is my high five. I was really excited. I felt like Superman.
We talked about it before.
I know, but that was my marvelous moment. I was excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't tell the other part though.
Which part?
You said some guy was looking at you.
Skinny little boys, right? Tiny little boys. Well, I don't know. They look small, and I could, and I'm not like in any good shape for them to be checking me out. So I knew they were looking at my stack, right? And I was like,
stack meaning the weights.
My weight. And I was like, yeah, boy, you like that? You like that? I'm stronger than you are. So my goal is to be stronger than those boys at the gym. True story.
Yeah, that's why some guys don't do squats or deadlifts besides when you're beside a female, because a lot of times because like most of the time all girls do are deadlifts and squats and work on their legs.
Yeah.
So they're pretty strong.
I'm the opposite.
So you might think
it's like arm day every day for me.
But your back strength has always been pretty good.
Yeah. But anyhow, enough of the gym talk. I was just really excited about it. I was like, I could beat a boy. I was gonna say I could be a boy, but I don't want to be a boy. I just want to beat a boy.
Hey, you think you can lift this? Come over here.
No, you can't talk to anybody. I'm not trying to talk to nobody. Oh my god. Oh my god. So this is another little marvelous moment. It's going to take over your little moment right now. Because, okay, in our world now we have to wear masks. Oh my god. So this is how you know that I haven't been out in the world lately, because I'm used to, at the gym, making eye contact with you, talking to you with my mouth. Like...
how else you talk to people with your mouth?
Mouthing like, you know?
Oh, because people usually have headphones on.
Yeah, people usually have headphones on, and I'm not trying to like yell at them. So I have my mask on, and I'm like mouthing the words, "Are you going to use that weight?" The dude's staring at me like, what? And I did it again, and I was like, FML. You can't see my mouth.
I might have thought you were trying to hook up with him because you were like.
And then I pointed at the weight, and then I had the awkward moment where I was like, I tried to take off my mask, my headset got stuck, and I was just like, forget it. I'm just taking it. I was like, epic gym fail.
You could still do the point. Like, people still do that.
Yeah, but I made it like 10 times more awkward. I was like,
you do the, yeah.
I was like,
but some people,
and then I walked away.
Some people are weird because, like, I could be 10 feet away from something, and just because I was looking, my eyes were in their direction. They're like, using it? I'm like, no, I'm not. It's way over there. I'm not using that. Yeah. But that's cool. Like, it makes you give yourself goals. Like, you're probably like, man, I probably can get up to this weight and then this weight.
I'm gonna be like Daniel and Bailey.
Just like with everything. You know, setting goals for yourself. It feels good to accomplish things, right?
Yeah.
The physical ones, I think, are sometimes better. Maybe not just for you, maybe for me too. Sometimes because you can, it feels more tangible, like you can see it, right?
Yeah.
You can see it. You can feel the weight. You like, I squatted this much. I did a lat pull down for this much. So. And
for those of you that know, like us and stuff personally, like outside of YouTube, like we used to both be really fit, and then I stopped, and then so like those types of things are like awesome for me because I've been out of the gym for like 3 years now. I've got this bod, and I used to have another bod.
You're still beautiful.
Thanks. I'm getting hot.
Cause you start talking about working out.
I'm sweating.
But listen, ladies, if you have kids, you know, not saying that's an excuse for you to be out of shape, but I do understand that having kids takes a lot out of your body. You had 1, then 2, then 3, you know, that starts taking a toll on your body. I don't think guys will ever understand that. And then you weren't a person that always worked out anyways. Mm-mm. So that's what maybe people don't know, that you never really worked out until we started dating, and then I kind of got you into working out.
Yeah, and then I fell in love with it, and then, yeah. But anyhow.
That's all good things. You know? Mm-hmm. In a couple of weeks, you know, once you get on the juice, then you'll be...
Oh, yeah. Oh, and guys, for those of you that are worried, like I know my family is really worried about me going to the gym and stuff. I'm wearing a mask. I'm not talking to nobody. Washing my hands.
Well, except with your eyes, you're talking to people.
Yeah.
From like...
my fingers.
From 10 feet away.
But yeah. What about you?
Marvelous moment? I don't know.
Nothing. Nothing happened.
Your moment? Seeing you achieve things? Mm-hmm. That's marvelous.
Oh, and if you guys have never worked out with your partners, you should totally go. It's very sexy.
You don't like working out with me, though.
Okay, so disclaimer. I don't like working out with him when he's like, drill sergeant. Do this, do that. I don't like that.
No, it's
so not. If he's just chill and he's just sitting there and just like minding his own business, I'm cool.
If you have it planned out, then I'm good. I won't tell you anything.
Yeah.
But I think most of the time I get frustrated because like I already know what I'm going to do, and I expect whoever is leading the workout is going to guide me through their lifts.
Yeah.
And know like what they're doing.
So shout out to my trainer Danielle for planning my workout and making it effortless for us. Bro, you know nothing good this week?
I mean, I did a...
Dude!
What?
Like your thing that you just did on Friday or Saturday or whatever day it was. Thursday. Your walk.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that was marvelous. I didn't do the...
Okay, so he's downplaying it completely.
I didn't do the mileage that I wanted to do.
He woke up one day and he was like, I want to be Forrest Gump. I think I'm going to just go run. So
that's not what it was.
So it was like he woke up and he was like, I don't remember the movie from Forrest Gump, but that one scene where Forrest Gump is like, I just feel like walking or running, and he just runs and runs and runs and runs and runs. That was Randy.
I love your comparison of me and Forrest Gump. Like,
that's what it was like. You're just like, one day,
run.
I'm just gonna run.
No, okay, so like you asked me why, and okay, what are we talking about? So I work out. I go to the gym. I can easily go and knock out a mile, in a pretty good time. For me, it's not a good time, but like I guess to average person, run around a leisurely jog, like a 9-minute mile or under that. Like if I wanted to just go run a mile real quick. But I haven't timed myself lately just as fast as I can go for a mile. But I'd have to build up to that. Mile's not long for me. Even being out of shape cardio wise. So the most cardio I've been doing is like I would run a mile every now and then, since school's been out, and then mountain biking about 3 to 5 miles, and then I know it's exciting stuff. I'm just trying to think all the cardio I was doing. Point being, 20 minutes of cardio like on a Stairmaster or on a treadmill. But point being that I haven't really pushed myself in that way, like cardio wise.
So to make a long story short, he hasn't done any cardio to the extent that he did on this day.
And the reason I am giving you background information is because I was talking to myself, reflecting on life like everybody should be. And I was asking myself, have I really challenged myself lately? And challenging yourself doesn't always have to be physical. It can be mental, or physical, or emotionally, et cetera, whatever you want to call it. I've always thrived in the physical challenging part. But I haven't, for years, yeah, lifting weight is, I guess it's not as challenging as you would think. Like at a certain point, yeah, you can lift whatever, hundreds of pounds, squat, bench. You can change your body. That might be a challenge. But for me, I've always kind of gone a little over the limit, like just putting like just this wild go out there physically every now and then. But I haven't done that in so long. I'm talking about years, probably 5+ years, where I've never like really challenged myself to do something physically. So I was like, well, what can I do? What can I do? What have I haven't done in a long time? I was like, I saw a video of, you guys have probably seen this out there, of a girl that was, I think she was in basic training. And in basic training in the Army, I don't know, in the other services, in the Army, you have to do a 12-mile rucksack march. And your ruck weighs anywhere from, I don't know, 30 to 60 pounds, with all your gear in it. And I saw this girl, they were like trying to get her to finish, like she was almost at the finish, 12 miles, all her gear, walking. I'm like, man, that looks challenging, but I don't remember it being that hard. So now I was like, it's going to be hard for me to do that right now. So we got my bag. I was looking at rucksacks, but I found another bag that I really liked, and it was cheaper, and it could hold the weight that I wanted. So I wanted to do 12 miles just like that. And so I started at about 7 o'clock Friday, and
it was Friday, yeah.
And I figured I would be back in about 4 hours, so I'd be back around midnight if I hit 12 miles, to bring in, 4th of July as a little celebration to myself. And so I took off, and my bag that I had on my back had about 37 pounds in it, and I just took off. And I figured, yeah, I just went. I guess it was like Forrest Gump.
See, that's why I was like, and then I just ran.
That whole story was boring, I know. So yeah, I just wanted to really challenge myself. And when you challenge yourself physically, it's not just physical; it's mentally also. I mean, you first of all, you gotta tell yourself you're doing this. And so I want to say for about a week, I was telling you I was going to do it.
And I kept asking him, why? What do
And
you
then I
want?
put
What
it
are
on
you
the
trying?
calendar, and then I think you were like, "Oh, you really are doing this."
No, I still didn't believe you until you had the backpack on and you're walking out the door, and I was like, oh, you really are doing this. All right,
Yeah.
cool. I looked at Manny. I was like, all right, Manny, we're gonna stay up late tonight.
But yeah, it takes mental ability to do things like that too. And I haven't pushed myself like that at all. And it gives you,
And not only you does it like encourage, but it encourages them too. Like as they were watching you leave, and the whole time you were out there, Manny and Jelly kept asking like, "Where's Daddy? Where's Daddy? How far did he get? Is he okay? Did
mhm.
you check on him?" Like,
And so yeah, I knew I was gonna go 6 miles out, and then turn around at the 6 mile marker. So yeah, just told myself I was gonna do it. I did it. I made sure I was hydrated, all day before I went, and I ate as usual. And then I was ready to go, and then I just left. I was trying to wait until about sunset, but then I was just ready to go. There was no point in me waiting around any longer. So first couple of miles was okay, and then the first couple of miles was getting out of the neighborhood. Got out of the neighborhood. We live, you know, kind of semi-country area.
hmm
You know, we live in a suburb, but it's outer city limits. It doesn't take
like
that long.
just to get from my house outside of the neighborhood, that's about 2.5 miles.
So I got out of the neighborhood. It was okay, and I had map my run on, so I could hear like when I hit a mile, and then 2 miles, and I was like, okay, I'm good. I wasn't trying to go fast. So I wasn't trying to
Dude, but
show.
you were booking it. Like I
I
kept
wasn't.
checking you. I was like, dang, he's already out there.
I wasn't trying to go for a speed record. I really had no time set. I just wanted to make 12 miles.
I just think your adrenaline was running like high because you got far fast, and
No,
then
I
you
had the,
just slowed down.
no, I had the same pace the whole way, and then so I got to the third mile. I was like, okay, this is taking a long time, but I was still walking the same pace. I guess because it was more open country area when I was
hmm
walking down the
And then
road,
just driving that road, everything looks the same. You're just like, have I gotten anywhere yet?
and I just had to be very careful because it's like once you get past a certain point, it's like 70 miles per hour down there, and it's not a highway. It's like a
Dude, and it's not monitored either, so you can go
yeah,
as fast as you
it's like a
want.
country road. So yeah, it started getting a little challenging, and I was walking right into the sun, so sweat, but it kind of brings you some mental clarity as you keep going and keep going, and you're thinking about things. And um, I did cheat a little bit. I had headphones on.
Yeah, Forrest Gump didn't
That
have
can be
anything.
considered cheating, but I was mainly concerned about my phone dying. But it lasted. So I got all the way to the 5 mile mark, a little bit over 5 miles, and then I was getting to places where like there wasn't enough room to walk on the side of the road in the grass anymore. Like it was so overgrown because that's where I
hmm
was walking most of the time was like off, not on the side of the road, but off to the side where the grass was and the weeds and stuff were. So I had to turn around a little after 5 because there was just some dangerous spots, a lot of big blind spots where I was like, I had to walk on the road, even off to the side, and I'm like, that's too dangerous. So I was like, I'll turn around up here. These spots are getting kind of sketchy, and then when I get back into the neighborhood, I'll do a couple more laps to make up the extra whatever mile. And so I came back, It started getting rough. When I turned around, I got to about mile 6, 7. It started getting dark around mile 6. I still had the same pace as what Matt Myron was telling me. I was at a 20-minute at mile 19. So I was like, okay, I'm good. Then it really started getting rough. Yeah, that's when everything started hurting. Like, I think
your body, like 8, 9?
7 started hurting. 8 started hurting really bad. Your body just starts telling you can't do something. And I think your mind is just way more powerful. Like your body you're gonna feel every old ache, injury you've had before. Like, oh, that's the bad ankle. I feel it now. You know, your body is telling your mind to, hey, just stop. Just stop what you're doing. You're not gonna make it. I'm like, there's that bad ankle. There's that bad Achilles. There's that bad knee. And I hit mile 9. I was coming into the neighborhood somewhere around 9, I think. And into the main entrance where I came out of, that's where it really started hurting. That's where my feet started dragging, where I was like, I can't even pick up my feet anymore. So I was like, I got about 2 more miles left. And I decided to do an extra loop around somewhere to hit the 12. So I got to the park. There's a park about a mile or so away from the house. It's in the neighborhood, and I got to that park, and then I was.
Did you even lap the park?
I went around it once, and I was like, if I don't head back, I truly won't make it through the front door. And I wasn't gonna let that happen. I was like, I'm gonna get to my front door and get in the house by myself. So, yeah, I made it. I was dragging though, because that last stretch back up to the house is all uphill. It doesn't seem that bad
when you're not that tired.
But then when you're at, you're already hit the 10-mile mark. My phone died at almost 10. That's only like 9.5. And then I hit that hill, and I was like, "Oh, yep." I was dragging, and yeah, it's just a nice leisurely walk with weight on your back. And yeah, I was hurting, but I wasn't gonna be defeated. So I was upset with myself because I didn't hit 12 miles.
You're gonna be like that one video gamer every year trying to beat his 100 million.
Video gamer.
Yeah, remember that one documentary we were watching?
That's a weird comparison, but I guess.
And what I'm saying is, you're gonna try again.
If I wanted to, I could do it next week and hit the 12. Because now I know what that feels like. But without you, it's just like when you go work out. When you do anything, when you challenge yourself with anything, whether it's a book, physically, emotionally, until you know what that feels like, how are you going to push yourself further than that point?
I think it's the opposite, because now you know what it feels like. Now you know the pain, so you're gonna be like, "Oh man, I don't want to go through that again." Like, as you're walking it, it's gonna be harder when you're walking it again the second time, because you already know what it feels like.
I think it would be easier because I know where all the different markers are at different points of that route. So if I went the same way, I would be like, "Oh, I'm good. I still have whatever." So I'm already thinking of what I'm gonna do next weekend. But I just need to push myself to do more challenging things, whether it's with educating myself in some manner or doing something physically, maybe every weekend. So
I was just thinking about the bathtub.
That was your marvelous moment. You could tell them about the bathtub.
I was like, because you know how, like, when your
ice bath would have been super nice, but go ahead.
We don't have any ice. We talked about this before. So, like, salt makes everything better. So we have a big tub. It's a soaking tub. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something nice. I'm gonna fill it up with that Epsom salt and
spell Epsom.
Epsom, EPSOM.
Good job.
And fill it all up with Epsom salt, and then I put some eucalyptus to relax in your sore muscles. So I was like, it's gonna be awesome. Gets naked, he's gonna get. I fit perfectly in there. Just throwing that out there. So I filled it up about halfway. It's about from the ground. I don't know, like 3.5 feet tall. The walls of it,
It's
right?
an oval shaped tub, and it's like
It's a soaking tub.
it's a soaking tub.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, soaking tub
for small
for
people.
normal sized
For
humans.
small people.
So then he gets naked and he's like hurting and he's gonna get in there and he sits. And as soon as he sits, all the water just comes out of the tub. I was like, oh crap. Okay. I was like,
Shamu.
do you want to lay down?
Did it feel like when we're at SeaWorld? You were in the splash zone.
He looked like Rasputia coming out of the water.
You know, people pay good money to be in the splash zone at SeaWorld.
I was like, holy cow. And then he was trying to like adjust himself so he would sit back and all the water would flash like out of the water. Oh my god. It was the funniest thing. I was trying so hard not to die. Like, okay, don't laugh at him.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so we've been in this house 4 years now, and I've never gotten in that tub.
Yeah. I was like,
Baths are kind of weird for adults, I guess.
dude, no. I know grown men who like baths.
Right here. I would like it if I fit in there, and then I try to go sideways, and I felt like I was.
He looked like Tyrese in belly,
baby boy,
baby boy, in the belly,
like in the embryo sac.
Yeah, dude, it was hilarious.
I didn't fit in there. It was like.
And then he was like, "Okay, you can give me some time now," because I'm just sitting there watching. And I'm like,
and
"This is weird."
Well, then my feet and legs started cramping, and I was like, "I hope I don't get stuck in here."
I was like, "I'm gonna go to the bed now."
This is a great gesture.
Call me if you need me.
I was like, "Just go, please. Go away.
Give me some privacy.
I'll figure this thing out."
Dude, it was good stuff.
But yeah, you would think, man. So I did that Friday night. I got back in here about 11-ish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Close to 11.
Yeah.
The next day, I went and did a light workout at the gym with you, which kind of helped because it kind of stretched me out. And then we barbecued. Didn't burn anything this time. Yep. Simple hot dogs and steaks. Steaks are good. Got wet with the kids in the back. And swim in their little pool. Sprayed each other with water. It was so hot. It was so hot. Sunday.
Saturday for the 4th of July.
Saturday.
The 4th of July.
I kept moving around, but I hadn't really felt like, you know, that my body was kind of shot until Saturday night.
Well, I have a friend who goes and does cycling and stuff like that. And he was like, you need to tell him to just rest. He's going to be tired. But you don't listen.
Well, you got little babies.
I know, they don't let you rest.
They want to wrestle you.
Mm-mm.
But I was good. I was hurting though. I was hurting last night, which was Saturday. Today's Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sunday, I kind of haven't really. Today, I haven't really done anything. So yeah, I was hurting. I was hurting pretty bad. It was like I tell myself I was gonna be hurting bad just going on a 10.5 mile, whatever, 11, however far I got.
Yeah.
March with weight on my back, but maybe somebody else would try to do something challenging like that, or it doesn't have to be physically. Just
ooh, that's your challenge, guys. This week, go out, push yourself. I don't recommend doing that. If you want, I mean, cool, whatever. But challenge, right?
Yeah, and like I said, I think it's good that if you have kids, like they see you doing that kind of stuff. Like they might not understand it fully. They might just think I'm crazy or something, but
and you guys can still challenge yourselves right now with everything that's like the mask thing and
that was a simple thing because
being
I was
away
by
from
myself
everybody.
and I just went, and yeah, it was. It's good for your kids to see that you're pushing yourself too. You'd be surprised, like people I see around, like inspire me to push myself. I don't just motivate myself to do. When I see people out like that. It does inspire me and motivates me because if they can be out there. Listen, especially if you're outside or around where other people can see you. I mean, you had to get yourself up to do that and to be seen, and
And you know you're all
and
kinds of uncomfortable too.
maybe thinking people are judging you. I am never judging those people. I'm like, man, they're out there running however far during the day. I was like, they're doing that. I mean, what am I doing?
Yeah.
What am I complaining about? So I guess the point to a lot of that stuff is, and when I'm trying to do stuff more challenging lately, is the only person that's getting in my way is me.
Mhm.
The only person that's holding me back from doing anything that's challenging or pushing myself to be more knowledgeable in things or better physically at things. The only person in the way of that is myself. Doesn't matter. Like, you support me so much in everything I do, and I appreciate that. But even with all the support you have around you,
Not everybody has the same support.
you can easily stop yourself, even with all that support, to do things
Mhm.
that you've always wanted to do. And during these times we've been home a lot, I think about those things like
Yeah.
what's getting you motivated to do certain things in your life right now. So I need to step it up.
Oh, good.
And
Yeah.
it started with that Friday. So more crazy things to come.
Hmm. So yeah, guys, for real, send us your challenges. Like I don't know, send it to our go follow us on Instagram, and you can send us all your stuff so we can talk about it.
I would love to see it. I follow some people on Instagram that are maybe trying to start their own. I try to follow people back that are positive and doing positive things. And I know there's a couple gentlemen on there that like are trying to show people how to work out, and that's always a good thing because I can tell you somebody's always trying to learn what they're supposed to do when you're lifting weights and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So shout out to all those people and the other people that are following us doing the positive podcast also, that have families. So we look at that. We appreciate all that.
I haven't talked about it a lot lately either, but I do have my little fitness documentary, not documentary, uh, documenting or journaling or tracking or whatever you want to call it, my Instagram. So if you guys want to follow me on that and we can motivate each other, that'd be cool. But
Yeah, positive feedback helps. Like,
yeah.
it's tougher than you think. Like, a lot of people see results of things, but if anybody's been overweight or try to lose weight or had physical, challenges in life, like, you understand, like, it's the process a lot of us miss
Mhm.
because you end up seeing the product and the process throughout a lot of things is always what you don't see. What else you
But
have on
so I was this week so talking about getting out there and challenging yourself, we went out to HEB, Jelly and I, and as I'm at HEB, Jelly and I were all excited because we haven't left the house in I don't even know, a few months. So we were out there doing our own grocery shopping. We didn't pay for anybody to do our shopping. And as we're doing it, we both started thinking like that. So we were following all the rules, and then here comes people just kind of being ugly and rude and stuff, and it just got me thinking. One thing I cannot stand is for you to think like you're the only one in the grocery store. So like you have all those little signs, everybody's like
Mhm.
going the one way, like the highway, like the roads, right? One way. You can only go one way. People are like turning their carts the other way or parking their cart completely in the middle of the aisle, barricading it, and we're sitting there like, okay, let's just be patient. Let's just wait for you. And then there was this one lady. She was in one of those little push buggy things, right? Like
Mhm.
those automatic ones. So she had her basket full, and then she had a girl behind her daughter, I'm assuming, with a basket, 2 baskets. So all together they had 3 baskets. And they just barricaded the
It was 4th of July,
whole.
4th of July weekend.
It was
a lot of barbecue
the
stuff.
day before, right? So everybody was like, dude, everybody's being so patient right now. Nobody said anything. The lady was just sitting there in the middle. Which peanut butter do you want? Mom, do you like this peanut butter? This one has blah, blah, blah. And then this one, da, 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 da. And I'm like, just move your cart. Just move your cart. Just move your freaking cart. Like, I was getting so angry. But I was like,
I have a solution for you.
Come.
Okay, so when I go grocery shopping, it's a little bit different than when you go grocery shopping. We both make lists, right?
Yeah.
And I follow the list. But I don't take my cart down the aisles. Do you know what I do?
You leave it in the outside and go get what you need.
I park it on the end caps at the end of the aisles where there's like stuff nobody's really gonna grab, you know, because I'm gonna be in and out of the aisle in like 10 seconds. So I go down the aisle. If it's a crowded aisle, if it's a water aisle, I can't do that, right? If I'm getting packs of water. So you might want to try that if you decide to venture out again. But
man, I was so proud of there was like 6 of us in that aisle, all with our shopping carts. You could see like everybody's eyes over their masks, like getting angry. Yeah. And then I did the thing again. I was like, I'm mouthing words underneath my mask.
Well, that was like, good. Everybody God. See, that's a good thing. Everybody was nice and they were patient.
Yeah.
But I would have just came back, or I would have, if I see a crowded aisle, I do not take my cart down. HEB gets so crowded for some reason. Walmart's a little bit easier to shop in because there's different sections of like clothes and electronics and stuff. So you don't really have the grocery aisles packed. But we don't like to shop at Walmart for groceries. It seems expensive. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, it was, and you could say like Jelly and I both looked at each other, and I was like, I know.
But I'm pretty efficient when I go shopping. But it's just like things like it. So you can try that. That's a little tip. Park your cart. Look, is somebody gonna take stuff out of your cart?
I hope not. That's why I keep my cart with me.
I don't think anybody's gonna take your specific items out of there. Unless.
What if they pull like a King of Queens and Carrie goes and steals somebody else's basket because she sees that my basket's better than hers?
I mean, you can go back and grab it again. I've done this many, many times over the years, and nobody has taken stuff out of my cart because you can get down the aisle faster, And it's just like when you drive, some people like you can be more aggressive.
This is a story of our lives.
You can be a more aggressive driver, or you could be like, look, if you're in that much,
we should have a whole segment. How Randy does things better than Vanessa.
No. Number 1 on the list.
He grocery shops better.
No, I don't grocery shop better than you. I'm just faster. I don't grocery shop better than you, though. You actually will come out with a less expensive bill than me when you shop.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, no. Better shopper? No. Better grocery shopper? No.
I have 0 patience.
So, yeah. So,
and I was like,
stores bother you.
I was like that one little character in Disney, the little red one with the flames, fuming under my collar.
Grocery stores within themselves could be just stressful and make you aggressive.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be super patient. You're like, I just need that one thing right there. See, that's the thing with the mask, though. You can't talk to anybody.
I know. That's what I was trying to do. I was like talking to them.
Excuse me, I just need that one. You see how my voice changed? Excuse me, I just need that one.
I just
need that. I just need my step. I just need that one thing. Excuse me.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, that was. I'm proud of you though. Did get aggressive. You're patient, but maybe try that. See if it works.
Yeah, people are a little angry right now, so I was like, I'm not gonna.
Plus, it gives you a break from pushing the cart.
Yeah.
Especially if you already loaded up your 3 cases of water. Unless you like that kind of workout. All right, what else?
I have a question for you. So, talking about how you do things better than I do.
I never said I do things better than you.
I heard you. Everybody heard you. Everybody heard you say that. So
I just don't like to hang out in any stores, period. Not since all this stuff started, but even before that, I like to go in and out.
so what if this whole world was filled with clones of you? What would that be like?
That's a complicated question.
Why?
It's a complex question. So is it me at this age, or me at any age, or various ages?
Well, you'd like to think of yourself as wise at this stage of life.
Still working on that.
So I would say the stage of life.
I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty reserved, but that's come with time. Like, I'm pretty quiet most of the time. I like to listen to people.
Yeah.
I guess when I'm around people I know or close friends, I like to have fun and joke and stuff, but for the most part, I'm pretty reserved and quiet. It might be a quiet world
Yeah, no kidding.
where people are very patient and hold everything inside, hold all your anger inside for a very long time until you finally explode. That's what the world would be like. So it wouldn't seem.
So once a month there would be some type of war.
Well, I wouldn't be on my period.
Mm.
So let's say every couple months.
Well, if it was a whole world of you, then none of you guys would have any type of issues with each other. It would just be like.
Could you have too much patience? Great.
That's why. You. No, after you.
Yeah, but you exactly. You need diversity in different personalities and characteristics because you know you know when you've run into somebody that's just like you because that happens where you're like you go, no you go, no you go, no you go.
And then like you do the weird dance, like,
yeah. And then when you get to a 4-way stop, like you want to be the nice one, even though, let's say you know the rules when you get to a 4-way stop, right? What's the official rule? I don't know. I thought the rule is that when you get to a 4-way stop, whoever stopped first goes first.
Yeah, no.
I don't. That's not official though.
Dude, that's another thing I can't stand. Is when I'm like, I'm gonna have a good day, and I'm gonna let Mr. Joe Schmo or Back Fat Betty or I was thinking of,
what is that?
I was thinking of White Chicks. She's like, Back Fat Betty. Oh. So like, let them go first.
I was just hoping you'd have a friend that was named Betty that was like, really?
No friends named Betty. So, like that bothers me. When I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I have nowhere to go. I'm gonna let you go ahead and get into my lane here, and you don't give me the hand like thank you. That bothers me.
What if they didn't give you the hand? At least they didn't give you the finger either.
I'll take a finger if I don't get the hand.
But you never know, later on during their day they might be like, you know what? I'm not in a hurry right now. Somebody let me in earlier. I'm gonna let them in.
That's what I hope.
But if look, some people are in a hurry. Let them be in a hurry. Yeah, that's a big deal. I never understood that. I mean, if that 5 seconds of you blowing through the intersection or running a light makes that much of a difference, or you riding on the back of my car that close, like I'm gonna move over and let you pass. It's not that big a deal to me because I'm just like, I'm not gonna get in an accident because of you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let you go. You're always like, honk at him. I'm like, for what?
It makes me feel better.
For what?
Yeah.
But that's just come with age, though. Like you just start.
I told you because you're wise.
No, I'm not wise. Just like, I guess it's more about like picking your battles in life. Is like, you never know what happened in somebody's day for them to be like that. If they're behind you, maybe they really have an emergency and they're trying to get around you. Maybe they just got in a fight with somebody and they just left their house. Like, let them have the lanes, You never know. You never know what happened in somebody else's life for them to be upset. Right now is a really rough time. Everybody wants to just
everybody's angry. Yeah.
Be aggressive with each other, and like we told Jelly, it's got to be a lot of walking away lately. because it's not really worth it at the end of the day. Like, what are you solving?
Yeah.
I can walk away. Don't get me wrong, I'm be upset, um, because the younger me wasn't a walk away person, and
Dude,
that
please.
had
A younger you was like, I'm gonna walk away from you and never speak to you again.
no. I'm talking about the confrontations.
Oh.
Um, and that's just comes with age, or maybe some people just keep trying to fight with the person that's trying to fight with them. It's just not. It's not worth it. Um, it's better to walk away. Somebody. I mean, there's. You never know what's happening in people's lives. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like I feel bad for people. I'm still gonna be upset because somebody probably said something to me or whatever, did something that's gonna upset me in the moment, but I'll get over it. Really, what's the big deal? Move on. You know,
Yeah.
better to walk away and live to fight another day.
So speaking of days, I was thinking while you were talking about that, my mind wandered off. Um I was totally listening, but I was like it just kind of wandered a little bit to
I'm
like
tired if you can't tell. I'm still hurt.
so we all experienced 4th of
I
July,
need a nap.
right? And um I was watching the kids and Manny gets so you know the different variations of fireworks. You have your little itty bitty poppers and your snakes, the ones you light up and then they grow out of a pellet
The snakes are the biggest scam
and
in fireworks history. Look at the snake.
and little guns where you like well we had
The
one
pop guns.
the pop guns is like pop
Confetti guns.
and then the confetti or
Yeah.
the string pullers. Anyhow, we have your variations. Okay? So when I was a kid, the coolest thing to me was the snake. That you could have that little black coal pellet and you'd light it with the fire lighter.
You went back to a kid there for a moment, didn't you? 'Cause that's probably what you used to call
The
it.
fire lighter.
Mommy, can I have the fire lighter?
And light it up. And I'm watching Manny like, ooh, right, and pop. And he's sitting there sweating because he's so terrified, right? So like, what were some things while you were a kid that you thought were cool? They're not necessarily cool anymore.
That's kind of hard to think about when you said fireworks, because
Yes.
fireworks were cool and they're still cool. Now, as an adult, you can just buy bigger ones on your own
Yeah.
to blow things up. But fireworks were always cool. My parents always let us have fireworks. That was one thing that my dad always spent money on was fireworks. He was like, "We're going to get fireworks um, to blow stuff up." And then if you hurt your hand, like I hurt my hand a lot, like with the black cats. If you don't throw them fast
Oh
enough,
yeah.
some will have short fuses.
Mhm.
You're like, I don't care, boom, and you would hope like,
You wouldn't blow a finger
man,
off.
those things burn so bad, but you wouldn't say anything. But it was cool because it's the first year Manny wasn't like totally scared of fireworks
Oh, dude, he was sweating.
from
He
the
was out there
anxiety.
shaking like and lighting it. And he's like, "Mommy, I'm scared." I'm like, and I would just, I don't know if I was Mother of the Year award here, but I was like, "You're fine, Daddy. You're fine.
Well, a lot
Don't be
of it is
scared."
because of the big fireworks everybody else is doing, and so you hear that. And
Dude, but I'm not even gonna lie. Every time a big one would pop, I was like, "Ooh," and it would terrify me.
yeah. Oh, so what I thought was cool as a kid, and maybe some movies or things that I used to think were funny as a kid. I didn't watch a lot of cartoons as a kid, but I did like G.I. Joe,
Oh
the
God.
cartoon, and Transformers, the cartoon. And I thought they were super cool. But I've tried to watch them in the past couple of years because you can
Mhm.
find the original ones. I'm like, why did I like these? So it's not cool to me now, but it was like super cool back then. Um, can't think of anything else that was cool as a kid. British Knights, they're not cool anymore.
What's a British Knight?
Their shoes.
Ooh.
In the 80s. Jordans have always been cool. They're still cool. Amazing how long those have lasted. What else? Man, I can't really think of anything. A lot of stuff is still cool that as a kid that I thought was cool is cool now. Except for like I said, like when I watch cartoons I used to watch. G.I. Joe and Transformers, like I try to watch those now and I'm like, they're kinda dorky, but still entertaining.
Yeah.
Just maybe not as cool as I thought it was. But even classic cartoons are still as cool as they were. Like if you watch the Bugs Bunny and Looney Tunes stuff, they're still cool now. Like those are the best cartoons. So I don't know. Can't really relate to that one. Do you have one?
I was thinking of the snakes. Like real loser fireworks.
Yeah, I never thought those were cool.
But even now, like I want to buy them, and I'm like,
when I first did one, I was like, oh, I wonder how this little packet turns into a snake, and so you light it, and I'm like, next. Now, okay, those snap pops though, those are still cool.
Yeah,
those are still cool. Now, some of you, crazy experimental people that try to empty everything out. No, well, you did when you got older and cooler, right?
Pop them in your fingers.
No, you emptied them all out and made a big one.
Oh no, I've never done that.
Or lit it on fire. See. So
my mom's crazy too. She'll take them in her hand and she'll do what you do, hold them and throw them. I'm like, no, I don't want to. I like my fingers.
All fireworks are cool. All the same fireworks are cool except for the snake, the smoke bombs.
Jelly loves those still.
The smoke bombs are still okay.
Yeah, she still loves those.
It just reminds me of like.
She tried to act cool and was like, I don't want any fireworks. And then she's like, did you get the smoke bombs?
It reminds me of war.
And
training and stuff like that. So those are still cool.
Yeah, she liked those.
Because you can't go throw a smoke grenade. You don't just have those lying around. Those little smoke bombs let off a lot of smoke.
Yeah, mine was choking. But that's, as I was sitting out there yesterday, I was like, dude, I wonder how much of this is still going to be cool when he grows up. Like how much he's going to really still like.
What's the first 4th of July? He was like, I asked him, did you have fun? Because he came in, because I was watching the baby because she was shaking.
She was freaking out.
I don't know if other kids freak out. I don't remember being like that, but I also don't remember being 1, 2, or 3 years old.
Jelly was also scared like that. And I don't think as much as Manny, but I remember her being a little bit scared and kind of shaking, but more excited about being able to light it.
But I asked Manny, I said, did you have a lot? He was so excited. He's like, I had so much fun. I was like, well, where's your shirt at? Like, I took it off. I'm like, are you outside trying to show off your muscles?
His little pop belly.
I told him he needs to exercise. That's why he was lifting things over his head earlier.
Don't tell him that. He's 3. He does not need to be thinking about.
I say he needs to
exercising or losing weight.
No, because he said I'm strong. I'm like, okay, show me how strong you are. Lift that. So then later on, he's like, look I lifted this pillow. I'm like, that's a pillow.
Dude, he was dragging Avi around in the tent upstairs.
Oh, that's good.
And he was able to pick her up off the ground for a minute. Not a minute, a few seconds or whatever. But anyhow.
Okay.
I want to play this little game with you. Your daughter's texting me.
Everything was cool still as a kid to now.
For me, I'm a big loser, so nothing is still cool.
You were a dork.
I was a major dork. Not saying that I'm not anymore, but...
Are Barbies still cool? Did you play Barbies and dolls?
I played with Barbies, yeah. I played with Barbies and Barbie houses and
I don't know, maybe it's different for a boy. I don't want to like say boys and girls are so much different, but I grew up with a lot of boy type stuff like dart guns, BB guns, action figures, stuff like that. And we were always outside playing, so like I guess everything I did as a kid is still done when you get older.
Yeah.
Like, it's still cool to shoot a Nerf gun.
I mean, I didn't collect Pokemon cards or
Super
nothing.
soaker guns are still cool. They're just
I
way better
didn't
now.
do any of that kind of stuff.
I'm sorry.
I didn't have pet rocks. I didn't have any of that stuff.
We'll have to ask your mom. She'd be like, no, she had this. Go ahead. Yeah. What are we doing next?
So I want to play a little game with you. It's a sex game. I'm just kidding. It's not. It's an would you rather. Okay? Some of these, you're not going to win.
I'm ready. No, I said I'm ready.
Oh. All right.
You can win?
You're in a crowded room. Would you rather fart loudly and everyone laugh at you? Or be the only one laughing obnoxiously when someone farts?
Be the only one laughing.
Why?
Because I think once somebody hears you, did you say smelly too?
Great.
It's loud.
Dude, it's just loud.
It's loud. I think when somebody knows you do that and it came from you, like they see you different.
Oh, so if you laugh at them, you're still the cool kid? You're not the smelly kid?
I don't think it's about being cool. I just think
it's
about
fart?
like somebody looking at you.
I don't know.
Like, that guy has no shame. He just farts in a large crowd. He's that guy.
Aww.
And so people see you differently. Like, yeah, don't go by that guy. Do you know what he did last time? We were in this big meeting. Guess what?
Yeah.
So yeah, always keep it silent, ladies.
Ladies, ew.
And men, because you could always blame it on somebody else. But if it's a loud one,
you can't get away from that.
They're gonna pinpoint the sound, and if you're the only guy in a room full of women, more than likely it's you.
Yeah.
Because girls are very cute and they don't do that, right?
Girls don't fart. Okay, question number 2. If you were reborn in a new life, would you rather be alive in the past or in the future?
The past, like how far in the past does it matter?
We'll say about the last 100 years, I guess.
I don't think I could do the past. I think I'm too spoiled. I think I'm too spoiled with the present, so I would say future. I'd rather be in the future because as things evolve, you would think things would be even better and more efficient in the future. You know.
I think the past. I would like to be in the past because it'd be more. Well, my uneducated part of me just flat out answering just would have been like, it's easier. There's no technology. There's nothing.
So you'd be future too.
No, I think I'd be past. I think I'd want to be past. I wouldn't want to be connected. Weird, right? We're super duper hyper connected right now.
I want to go back.
And I don't want to go back.
See, I'm not that connected. I guess that's why the future wouldn't be a problem. I just want my robot legs. I can replace the legs I have.
All right. Would you rather have all the pimples you'll ever have in your life on your body for 3 weeks and never get a pimple again, or get pimples at a regular rate for the rest of your life?
All at one time. And it actually happened to me. So, I know what that's like.
When you were a kid? You had pimples for 3 weeks?
So, I have very clear skin for all of high school. Graduated at 17, which you know, right?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I graduated, I went into the Army, went to basic training. When I got into basic training, I started breaking out really bad.
Oh, and maybe stress?
I don't think I was stressed
Being
out.
dirty?
I just think I was started hitting puberty at 17. Probably. I mean, I was a late bloomer, I guess you could say. I started getting taller, gaining weight.
My voice dropped and got deep.
All right, what's the next one? Would you rather?
Would you rather be without elbows or without knees?
That's so weird. I would say no knees.
Why?
One, because the pain I feel in my knees all the time, but maybe it wouldn't look as weird as if you're walking around stiff leg with both legs all stuck like a robot, and your arms you can still move and bend.
Yeah.
You do a lot more. I think I do a lot more things with my arms than do with my legs.
I'd have to say no knees either
You can still
because
walk around, but
I would not be able to do my makeup if I didn't have
that's how you
elbows.
do your makeup.
Yeah, I throw it on my face.
It'd be fun to see you not do makeup without bending your arms.
I'd have to do somebody else's makeup. Yeah. All right. Last one. Would you rather be a deep sea diver
What does that mean?
or an astronaut? Real question.
I'm gonna go with astronaut. Astronaut.
Yeah.
You know, especially as we're going to trying to get to Mars now. Ooh, how exciting! There's just more prestige, I think, with astronauts. You know that you don't hear a lot about. That's sad though. Exploring the ocean. There's so much that hasn't been seen yet. Would I want the prestige of an astronaut?
I'm scared of heights.
Or the chance to find something undiscovered in the deep sea? I'm gonna change. I'm gonna go to deep sea diver.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Deep sea diver.
I mean, I'm thinking about a fear factor too, like space. You could explode in the shuttle. You could
explode or explore?
Explode. I'm thinking about the danger.
You're thinking of Final Destination, not Fear Factor.
Like I'm thinking, like, what would I be afraid of? Fear
factor.
Oh.
Like,
are you afraid of exploding or drowning or?
Dude, I would think like there would be so much pressure on you, like from the ocean.
Well, you're pressurized, but I don't know how much deep sea diving you'd be able to do, but it'd be cool. To see things I've never seen before. Either way, you're seeing things you've never seen before. I'm gonna go deep sea diver.
Every time I think of being an astronaut, I think of like Good Will Hunting. What is that dude's name? Good Will Hunting. The genius, the slick mouth one. What is his name?
Will?
No, in real life. What is his name?
Matt Damon?
Matt Damon, yeah. When he's an astronaut.
The Martian.
The Martian. And then I think of this last weird one that you made me watch with Brad Pitt where he's an astronaut. So like
I didn't like that one. I give that one a thumbs down.
Yeah, that's what I think about being an astronaut. I can't remember what the name of it was,
but where he went and found his dad and
and then his dad floats away in outer space, like super unrealistic.
I found my dad after I traveled.
In Mars.
So it wasn't in Mars.
It was in Mars. It was Neptune.
It was Neptune. Finally got all the way out to Neptune. Found my dad. Got him out of that space station there, and then my dad's like,
"Leave me in space.
Let me go. I want to float away."
I had nightmares, by the way.
It made no sense whatsoever.
I was like, what the heck am I watching? And I'm sitting there all scared, like, now I gotta go to sleep. Yeah.
You only kept watching it because it had Brad Pitt in it.
Brad Pitt.
You're like, he's gonna take his spacesuit off.
He's looking naked. Yeah.
And on that note.
So, yeah. So that's going to be the end of the show, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Continue to tune in. And don't forget to send us your challenges. Things you've challenged yourself with this week.
Can you I'm going to sound dumb. Can you tag, like on Instagram, they can tag the MARVAlous Live?
Yeah.
Like if they did something that challenged themselves. It doesn't have to be physical. It could be art.
Yeah, he just joined Instagram. So if he sounds like he doesn't know what he's talking about, it's because he really doesn't. He really doesn't.
I don't understand these machines.
What do I do with my hands?
All right.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye. Thank you.